Cathy Peters. I teach 6th grade math at Curtis Middle School. This is my 6th year of teaching. A teacher-led station, which consists of the lesson that I'm teaching that day. I have a Mathia station, and then the third station is skills practice. If we have problems in the skills practice that have been taught in a previous whole class lesson that the students can practice independently, I do it so that they can do it independently as much as possible. On the weeks that we don't have a skills practice, because we've caught up to a certain point, I found some really fun ratios, that's what we're working on right now, quizzes lessons, so they have a recording sheet they're supposed to be writing their answers down on, and then I get the report downloaded to me so I can see how they're doing. I have my desks arranged in groups of 4, and the combination works out great because I do have all of my little kids in one group, but then when we combine at the small group table for the teacher-led part of instruction, then I get a mixture of my low kids, medium kids, high kids, and so they work really well together. And the kids who are starting to get it, I will let them keep going, and then I get to work more one-on-one with whoever is still struggling. I've noticed more trust with the students who might be on the fence with building a relationship with me. I've worked really hard all year to build relationships with my students, and getting to be in a small group setting with them, it's more personable. We kind of feel like a little family when we're together, and that has really been a huge benefit that I didn't even think, I didn't expect that to happen. I've also noticed kids who in my whole class setting who don't do anything, they are wanting to work, they're wanting to participate. Being in the smaller group, they get more attention from me. When you have a class of 27 kids, it's kind of hard to give those 2 or 3 kids who don't want to do anything all of your time and attention. So in the small group, I've had a couple that have really stood out, and they're turning in their homework now. They're wanting to read from the book. They're wanting to be part of the lesson. So that's been a huge benefit. So I run a highly structured classroom. So it's really important to have things students can do independently so that they're not needing your help. Because if it's just you in the room, which is me with one of my classes, I can't be there to help them until I get my focus group working where they're at a point where they can do something independently. So I really try to make sure that they understand what they're doing before we get started. So finding things that are fun but aren't going to require you to be there. I'm keeping track of any discipline in my room. I have my focus group table moved to the front of my room, and that has helped me to see a lot better what's going on in the classroom. Sure, but you need to have a lot of structure. Go through your champs, make sure the kids know what they're supposed to be doing, make sure that they know you're off limits until you can get to a point with your kids that you can be walking around. And then I do get up and monitor briefly, and then I join my group. It just takes practice and patience, and it'll all be fun.